We're going to get started here. Apologize for the delay. We're waiting on more commissioners to arrive because we had them on the phone. We'd like to call to order this Pinelands Commission special meeting for Wednesday, July 26th. We could please start with the Open Public Meetings Act.
With the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act, by providing notice to all municipal and county firms in the Pinelands area, and to the Secretary of the State on June 20th, 2017, and to the Commission's officially designated meetings on June 20th, 2017, by posting a copy on the bulletin board in the Commission's offices.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ashman? Commissioner Avery?
Here.
Commissioner Moore?
Here.
Commissioner Brown? Commissioner Keela? Here. Commissioner Leonard? Commissioner Cameron? Commissioner Roy? Commissioner Lohauer? Commissioner Lindsay? Here. Commissioner Cricket?
Here.
Commissioner Quinn? Here. Commissioner Brown Green?
Here. Could all rise, please, for the pledge. Before we start with the task, so please silence your cell phones for instructions. Our first item here is staff presentation on the New Jersey Natural Gas application number 2014-0045-001.
Great, thank you. It's been a while since we discussed this application. I just wanted to take a few minutes to remind you of it. The application first came to the Commission in 2014. We held two pre-application meetings, one in May, one in October. The application itself was submitted in April of 2015. We issued a certificate of filing in December of 2015, finding the application complete and consistent with all of our standards. There were appeals filed in April of 2016. That matter was then remanded back to the Commission in January and February 2017. There were two separate appeals. Following up on the remand of the matter to the Commission, we initiated by resolution a new process to finish the review of this application. That was on June 9, 2017. Today's public meeting, July 26, 2017. The public comment will close on August 2, 2017. At that time, staff will review all comment. All comment received, including transcript from this meeting, will be shared with the commissioners for their review. Staff will respond to comment, prepare a report, and be given to the commission for a vote on the application. This is our general land capability map. I just wanted to give you an idea of where the project is. I have a laser way at the top of that, the area that is highlighted is the Pinelands. Way at the top where there's blue and sort of a purple hue, that's the military installation. The project in the Pinelands area. Go over to where the pipeline comes into the base on the left side of the pump shed. It enters very close to the base. Over. Keep on. Right around here. Comes down to the base. As rural development area, and it's on the military installation, and then when it comes out, there's a little bit left, I'll go over the numbers of it, in Manchester, which is regional growth. So that's where the project is. And we'll go back to sort of the right side of the base. We are currently just a little bit further east of there, in Tomlin. Okay, so here, is a better look at the management areas that we have. The blue again is the base, and you can see more clearly here. When it comes into the base, it's yellow. When you see it, reddish color, that's regional growth area. And then it leaves the Pinelands again. And if you look up all the way to the left, all people get to sort of where Chesterfield is, that's where the project starts and comes down around all, and all out of Pinelands, out of Pinelands, out of Pinelands, that's right there. And that's a portion of the project that is for us to review. From there, down the other side of Manchester. There are three Pinelands areas involved here, as I said, rural, military, and federal, and regional growth area. They all, each has its own permitted use standard. This gets slightly complicated. Underlying the entire Pinelands road was the Pinelands Commission designating these areas. Originally, when the Act was established, the Pinelands was divided into protection area and preservation area. The Commission then established management areas which overlay that and overrule it in every instance, except in the best. So we'll talk about that. Here's the military installation. There's a captured part and a not captured part. Those are the underlying original designations. The captured part is a protection area. The not captured part is a preservation area. This pipeline that comes into the base is on the preservation area side of the base. That is not the same as our preservation area district, which is the green area we used to on our map where we have our registration standards. Those standards are not applied here. It's a different designation. Here are the details on the route. The total in the Pinelands is 12.1 miles. 10.45 of those miles are the military and federal installation, as I said, in the preservation area of that area. 1.42 miles in rural, 0.21 miles in regional growth. Passes through Homestead, Jackson, Manchester townships in the Pinelands. The total length of the project, including everything outside of the Pinelands, is 30 miles. Okay. With regard to our standards, public service infrastructure is a permitted use in regional growth area and rural development area. No conditions on it, but it's a permitted use there. Public service infrastructure is a permitted use and military and federal installation, provided that the infrastructure, that whatever it is actually, is associated with the function of the federal information, where feasible development shall be located in that portion of the installation located within the Pinelands protection area. The use shall not require any development, including public service infrastructure in the preservation area of the district, which would be our green areas outside of there, or in a forest area. All standards of the CMP at the 756 are have to be met. Those are our environmental standards. So wetlands, threatened endangered species, water quality, air quality, cultural resources, those apply throughout, even in regional growth and rural development, and on the base. Those standards always have to be met. The point of today's meeting is to accept public comment. We're going to accept the written comment. We've been getting it based on the comment we get today. If you have any additional questions, you can get it to me, and I can get the answers as we've always done in the past.
Are there any questions for the Executive Director? All right, in the case, we're going to open the public comment portion of this meeting. As a reminder, in order to ensure adequate time for all members of the public to comment, we respectfully limit comments to 10 minutes. Questions raised during this period may not be responded at this time, which will be followed by the Commission and staff. If you have additional comments outside of the 2 minutes, we do ask you to submit those comments in writing. First on our list today, I'm going to go just down the list of the sign-ins. So it's the order. I have Jeff Hill.
Thank you. Jeff Hill, Director of New Jersey Sierra Club. I'm here representing not only our 85,000 members and supporters in New Jersey, but the 2.5 million nationwide, because this pipeline violates everything that the Sierra Club believes in. Protection of open space, protection of federal lands, wetlands, drinking water, endangered species, dealing with greenhouse gases. And so we're here today because we sued you to get here today because you originally violated the rules of the law when you approved this pipeline ultra-virus. And we're CMP, the forest protection areas. And this sham excuse of the base is made up just to try to find a way to rationalize this. Pipeline is not designed to be used by the base unless they want to have a giant flamethrower maybe, and that may be the only reason for it. But we're here today because 17 trillion gallons of drinking water is at stake. Plant species and other species are found nowhere else in the country and around the world. This is not about reliability. There are plenty of other ways to get gas down the shore. You know, we call it reliability when NJ natural gas lies once. That's a lie. This is the second lie. That's a re-lie. And that's what this is about. This has nothing to do with it. This has everything to do with trying to bring in more development down the shore. This pipeline will not be used by the people in the Pinelands. It starts outside the Pinelands and ends outside the Pinelands in Manchester. This is for growth down along the coast, in Lakewood and other places. This is not for the people in the Pinelands. This is not for the environment. You know, the fossil fuel and trend who keeps pushing pipelines is going to be out of office very soon. But the damage that you do will last for a very long time. And we believe that this process set up as a sham. This is not a hearing, it's a meeting. You know, we're in court against you. We get 3 minutes. I can bring in experts 3 minutes at a time, so we follow. That's not the process that's in place. This is a made-up process. It doesn't follow the Administrative Procedures Act. And the concern that we have is that this is all about a rush to push this pipeline through. And for us, we clearly believe that the Pinelands, when they were saved 40 years ago, and the purpose of rational planning of the Pinelands does not include pipelines that are designed for coastal development. They do not include pipelines that will increase greenhouse gases and air and water pollution. So please, commissioners, do your job. Turn down this pipeline. Because, quite frankly, the Pinelands depend on you. This is the Pinelands Protection Act, not the Pinelands Pipeline Act. Please do your job. And if you don't, you know, we sued you once, we'll have to go back to court again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, rather than doing any rigorous analysis, BPU created a rational 100 times more volume than the base can ever use, according to its own data.
Thank you, sir.
It's not I ask that you ask the commission to deny this application.
Regina Shanley.
Good morning, my name is Georgina Shanley, representing Pure Citizens United for Renewable Energy. Its members are made up of people from 5 counties in South Jersey, and we're absolutely opposed to this pipeline, the second latest edition of a pipeline through the Pinelands. There's been many attacks, external attacks, on the Pinelands over the years. In the 1800s, we had Joseph Warren, who wanted to export water to Philadelphia. And in the 1960s, there was a proposed jet port. There was a city of 250,000 people planned, a community of 250,000 people planned in the Pinelands. We've had oil pipelines proposed in the 60s and 50 nuclear plants in the 70s. These are all extreme external attacks that were beaten back by the people of New Jersey and by the politicians of New Jersey. And now we have the greatest internal and external attack on not only the credibility of the Pinelands commissioners, but also on the Pinelands itself. The Pinelands commissioners, many of them are good people and they have pledged to preserve, enhance and protect the Pinelands. Most of the majority of people on the Pinelands Commission have voted not by what they've taken a pledge to do to protect the Pinelands, but for political or other reasons. Two of the reasons given one by Mr. Barr and one by Mr. Brown was they did not want the coal plant still in existence in Upper Township because it put dirt on their cars and their windows. This has absolutely nothing to do with the preservation of the Pinelands. It's a disgrace. And we've Senator Van Drew, who's come in with a bill to weaken the standards of conflict of interest of people who are voting on the Pinelands Commission. And that bill is still alive and it will be maybe voted on in November. So we have a lot of attacks, and once again, if you look out the window, there's a fire still going on in the Pinelands right now. This is a natural fire that was caused by lightning, 3,500 acres of land. And can you imagine what it would be like with the pipeline? We've got, this one is 30 miles long, 30 inches wide, 700 pounds of pressure in it. It's to serve the profiteers only. It's not to serve the people of New Jersey. We have enough energy, we have enough power within this.
Steve Beneschel.